Where'd your girlfriend go?
I don't know.
You have a girlfriend?
You just asked me this.
Yeah, but I didn't think that was real. Like, you have a real girlfriend?
What?
You have a real girlfriend? Like someone who says they like you?
Always comes here.
She always comes here? Oh, is this a little girl here?
The little girl. Yes, that's a little girl.
No, I mean, well, all of you are little girls to me. Don't say it like that. Is it the young girl here?
Yeah.
How old is she?
That's a good question.
Don't worry about it.
Is that legal?
Hey, he's got a unique teaching style for sure. He seems to really know his students.
Mr. Smith in general, he's always like asking me like when I'm out like chilling after school, he always yells at me that I should be reading a book or something. And so he's really helped me like prioritize, use my time wisely. I shouldn't just be hanging around, or I don't know, yelled at me like sophomore year because I was talking to guys and he thought I was flirting, but like, you should be reading a book, Bree. You should be doing homework, Bree. I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. So he's really like helped me like, you know, keep on top of my stuff. I go after school like before when I couldn't drive to like do my homework in his class, so that was cool.
I think that, at least I've been told or learned over the years that a student that comes in my class really gets the idea that I am here to help them. And I hope that all teachers are here for the same reason, but I think it's the amount of help that I'm willing to give. I really will stop at nothing to explain a concept.
He's always there. I love that, because some teachers, they just aren't there when I need them, you know, like, where's so-and-so when I need them? They're like, oh, they're out, blah, blah, whatever. But he's always there before school, brunch, lunch, whenever you need him, he's there. And he always makes, like, you can tell he puts in the time and effort to like, see his students succeed.
I tend to treat kids with a lot of respect, again, within reason, and I think they like that too. The idea that I don't think that I'm better than them, but instead I'm trying to work with them so that they can become better. You know, it's really not about me. And so
I think the third day of school, I walked into class and I was really upset because I just got in a fight with one of my friends. And of course, Mr. Smith notices because he's like yelling at me for not smiling. And he tells me, this is what I want you to do, Bree. I want you, just this week, think about all the friends you have and come back Monday and I want you to drop 5 of them. Just like that. And I'm just like, drop 5 of my friends, are you kidding me? He goes, oh yeah, I'm sure you don't even need those people in your life. They're dead weight, you don't need them. And I did. And it's funny because I didn't, and I don't know, just having like those crappy friends out of my life just made me feel like a lot happier.
the worst moments, and I'll just give you the bad. The worst moments are when a student and I, for whatever reason, are not talking about the learning. I am here for one reason and one reason only. It is to instruct and help kids learn. More credit or better grade?
Yeah.
Because right now, you know, this
Yeah.
It's not often that I grow very distracted, but considering I'm trying to help a young lady improve her writing skills and I'm seeing 2 people smack each other, I don't know how I feel about that. You still have to be stern and be the teacher and, you know, lay down the law of the land. Perhaps we can sit down at an actual desk like Ben Hastings, who's been in my class for multiple times and knows that his buttocks should not be on my desk, but it is.
Making sure it's stable, Mr. Smith.
Oh, so many things I'd like to say about stability that I will refrain from repeating. That makes sense, though?
Yeah.
Let's see if we make that happen. But the great moments are when you see and you look out and people are interacting and sharing ideas and you can tell the learning's going on and the aha moments are happening. Those make it all worth it. And those happen far more often than the bad behavior. We are in a community where they have raised a substantial amount of money, and I'm so gracious for this, that my freshman classes are 20-1. There's not a kid in my freshman class that I don't talk to every single day, either at greeting the door or on their way out or during class or whatever. I'm able to hit them all every day. That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. That's something I want to keep doing, that I'm doing well, and I think I can do better if I sit down and spend that one-on-one time even more this year and help kids, right? And they love it. They love that personal attention so long as you're positive and not fake in your assessment of what they're doing. So I think that's one area I'm looking to improve. And also finding out where my students' other strengths are and weaknesses. I have some students who are very strong writers. So I'm like, well, so what do you suck at? Like, I want to know those things, you know, because maybe I can help balance. Or a kid who's really weak, like, look, man, I don't care if we don't do anything else. You will learn to write a solid thesis this year, okay? Like, I'm going to help you. I got you. I'm gonna help you. I'm not gonna leave you butt naked in the Alaskan snow. I will come bring you an Eskimo coat and wrap you up and have a nice little lovely thesis, hopefully. That's the goal, right? Logical, what he's saying, right?
Yeah.
This is like, you don't like it when someone takes your clothes, right? So why do we
Yeah.
take my clothes? Exactly. But what's interesting about what he says before then, Lenny's like, I seen your light. Well, your light being on is not necessarily an invitation for somebody to come and hang out with you. But it is in some instances, right? If it's 12:30 or 1 o'clock and your light's still on, somebody might, you still up, Aaliyah? It's like, no. I mean, yeah, I mean. It was just a professor who said that, you know, we are all teachers, and it was that attitude that this person was a professor, which holds some weight in our society of being intelligible. But certainly his notion that we are all teachers made me think for the first time whether I could actually teach someone else. And if we're all teachers, then we all have to be subsequently learners. And so you don't become one and not the other. Teachers should be teaching, but also learning along the way. And the ones who think that they learn it all really are the, I think in my head at least, the worst teachers. It took a couple years before I stopped being viewed as like the kid. Apparently I'm told I look young. I mean, I have a beard now, which I usually don't have, so I look a little older, like, yeah. But
he had a classmate in my earth science class. His name was Tao, and he'd always call me Mr. Store. So we still have this sort of running joke where when we see each other, he calls me Mr. Store, and I call him Mr. Smith. So we have that sort of legacy from those earth science days. It's still alive in 2012.
no, I mean, I am bold and brave enough to say that teachers that I had as a student, I tend not to interact with very often here as an adult, unless it's in a professional manner. And it has nothing to do with me not liking them or this or that or any kind of old grudge. You know, I have a pretty decent relationship with teachers here. It's the idea now that on a professional level, I'm understanding more clearly what it is that they were trying to do. And I do say trying, because this job is very challenging. If you really do all components well, teaching gets put out as this job that you do if you can't do anything else, and that couldn't be further from the truth. I'll challenge anybody, come into my class and do what I do. See if you can get the same results. See if you can do it how I do it. You can't. You cannot. Many have tried, they really have. And I would never disrespect someone else and go into their class like, yeah, I can teach your class, let me get in your class. No, each teacher has their own level of swag that they come to a class with. And the swagger that I come to a class with is one where I'm going to hold you responsible for your actions. I'm going to take the time to help you improve as a person. And to me, that's more important necessarily than my appointment that I have to go play golf at 3 o'clock or you know, some other thing. I tend to sacrifice a great deal.
A good teacher loves their job. Once this job, like, you can tell that they love being there. Can I tell you how annoying it is, the teachers who just drag on, like they just hate being a teacher, like whatever. They're always there. I hate the teachers, won't name any names, that go hang out together during lunch. It's like, no, you're here for the students, be here for the students. And the teachers who genuinely want their students to succeed, and you can tell, like, they push you, they want to see you out.
You shouldn't go from one class and feel like you can't speak out. Then you go to another class and you feel like you have to speak out. And if you don't, you will like put in a burlap bag and beaten. You know, you just got to be some equity there, right?
Yeah, it sort of depends on who you are, I guess. The learning is student-based, so, and all students learn differently. That's why there's no perfect model.
And I think we need to grow to be okay with that we don't all have to do the same thing. We're not all the same people. That's very bizarre to me, with teachers like, no, they all got to do it the same day, the same time, the same way. And I'm like, what fake world do you live in? So honestly, I'm going to teach until I find that my heart and soul is no longer in it. And a lot of teachers say that and they stick around for years after. But I really am going to stay committed. Each year during the summer, I think about whether this is the best place for me to be. And it is. It is, certainly.